Exercise for me means getting out of the house with the children, going for a walk or a hike. These days, we can manage 3 or 4 hours walk. The children enjoy it. Sometimes they are not so keen about going out for a walk, but we try to motivate them. Once they are out and about, they really enjoy themselves. My children are always on the move. They are also quite sporty. They like to play table tennis or practice on their skateboard or roller skates. They really have fun just being outside and running around. From my point of view, exercise is extremely important for children. I've noticed that when I go to the playground, it is important to plan enough time. When we spend longer at the playground, he gets lots more ideas about what he can do. No, I'm not at all anxious. Right from the beginning, he's been allowed to do what he wants to. Being his mother, I know him well, and I know that he is a good judge of what he can or cannot do. I've noticed that he very seldom has a bad accident. For me, it's important that he knows his own limits. He can only do that if I don't hold him back the whole time. Many parents are afraid that their children will hurt themselves when they are doing physical activity. The main point is that children have to learn how to deal with small risks so that bigger accidents don't happen. It's just like with walking. Strictly speaking, we think a child who goes to kindergarten can walk. However, we know that lots of changes take place at that stage. Preschool children learn fine coordination while they walk. They learn to use the right amount of force at the right moment to press down. They also change the length of their stride. Most movements have to be acquired. You learn walking by going for a walk, hopping by hopping around, and climbing by climbing up and down. If you practice something, you get better at it. When you are doing physical exercise, you do it with your whole body. And I found out that's really true. If I climb up a tree, I'm actually up high, and I feel that. This is called self-determination, or building your self-confidence. It's an essential factor in a child's development. Research now shows us that when children are consistently encouraged to take physical exercise, that this has an influence on their powers of concentration. We can say that children who regularly take plenty of exercise have a better concentration span. I think the most important thing for parents is to increase ordinary activities. For instance, give the children the chance to go outside and play, go for a walk in the woods, go to the playground or take part in ball games. The main thing is to give them lots of possibilities. When we talk about encouraging children to take physical exercise, we often forget about fine motor skills, but they are just as important. We use our hands for all sorts of things. We can develop our manual skills quite simply by giving the children the chance to use scissors or pencils. Before children start writing, they draw. Before they go to school, they should have the chance to use crayons. Writing is just like any other activity. You learn it by doing. You learn how to write with a pencil by using a pencil. It is recommended that children should take 60 minutes of moderate to intensive exercise a day. That means they must get out of breath. That would already be the case if they ran on their way to school. It is important to let children make their own way to school. One can accompany them. They can go by bike or on foot. The journey to school is also a bit of an adventure. For children to develop, they need plenty of exercise. If they could keep moving when they are learning, then they would learn much quicker. In this way, all the senses are involved: the head, the heart, and the hands. Children must enjoy themselves. A child doing physical exercise is a happy child. We have a super playground with lots of equipment. We want to show the children that the equipment is there to be used. Extracurricular school sport in Bad Zurzach provides great variety. On offer we have gymnastics, a large handball team, then we also have badminton, basketball, floor hockey and judo. If you join a club, you do have some obligations which may cost you, but school sport is free. Each child can enjoy the excellent possibilities on offer. One obstacle to joining a club is the many extra obligations, like for instance taking part in competitions. School sport doesn't organise competitions, so that makes life easier for the family. They don't have a lot of additional dates for their diary.
Bewegung kostet nicht.
Exercise doesn't cost anything. Every family can afford it. It does take up some of your time, but it is so enjoyable spending time out in the open. The children feel fine. Me too, particularly when we do things together.
Unternehmen oder so. Bewegung ist für unsere Gesundheit.
Exercise is very good for your health, and it's important both to myself and my family to spend time together.
Das ist sehr wichtig. Für mich und meine Familie.
Sorry.
The whole family thinks the same. We do quite a lot of sport and we wouldn't want to miss it. My son is always off playing football, and for the past 4 years my daughter goes to ballet classes once a week. That is what our routine is. I've always had a hobby, the children as well. Even at the age of 4 they started with a hobby, and thus always had regular exercise. For me, exercise is pure joie de vivre. I feel just that. Exercise is important for healthy development at any age. It promotes good health in children, in adults, and in pregnant women.
Ça va être la prise de sang qu'on va faire aujourd'hui. Et après, on fait une prise de sang quand on va se voir le 30 août.
This lady began taking regular walks even before she was pregnant.
10 à 16.
She is continuing with her walks during the present pregnancy and often takes her small daughter with her.
Quand vous n'êtes pas bien, vous pouvez d'abord manger et après injecter. Quand vous êtes
Exercise can alleviate pain. It can reduce illnesses such as diabetes or heart disease, and also helps you to maintain a healthy body weight. It can also help with fertility problems. Children love to play and run about. Exercise is equally healthy and important for girls as it is for boys. In our club, everybody is allowed to join in. Usually word-of-mouth propaganda works well. I've got a colleague who does gymnastics. Come and try it out. That's how it works. We have heard that the gym club does this or that. We're interested. They come, maybe try something 2 or 3 times, and if they enjoy it, they stay. Besides that, at the start of the school term, we distribute information in the kindergarten and primary school classes to let people know what we are doing. We offer gymnastics for toddlers with their parents. The children can start when they are 2 years old. They come together with their mother or father and have an hour of gym. The next stage is gymnastics for children. In our club, if you have a large family, you only pay membership fees for the first 2 children. The rest of the family is free. For instance, there is also the possibility of getting help from Pro Juventute. It is always possible to find a way of supporting families in financial difficulty. I get exercise every day with the children. I'm out of doors every day with them. My son goes to gymnastics 3 times a week. And in addition to that, he goes to Scouts on Saturday. That's what he wanted to do. My daughter goes to the Youngsters Gym Club. Particularly when the weather isn't so nice, the children don't like to go outside. In that case, I say we need milk. Otherwise, tomorrow morning we won't have any milk to drink. Then they say, OK, that's fine. We'll get it for you. And we go together. When they are encouraged like that, they will come with me. And often they will take their scooters with them. We walk the 20 minutes to the shopping centre and then we go back. If there is a lot of traffic, either we take the back roads or I'm obliged to say, stay close to me and don't go on ahead too far. It means I have to watch them more closely. The activities my children do don't cost me a lot. I don't have to pay too much. It's simple. I try to find normal activities like playing shuttlecock or using skipping ropes. And there are playgrounds on almost every corner. Every family can do that. You just need to know what's near you, then it's fine. When I take the children to the playground, they are usually happy. I don't need to scold them. They run around doing what they want. I can even sit down for 5 or 10 minutes on my own and observe what they are doing. The children are somehow closer to me. They talk to me openly, and that's a good thing. Sometimes we meet friends and then the children automatically play with our friends' children. As for us parents, we get the chance for a chat. It's great to exchange ideas. I teach my children rhythm because that's important for us, moving to music. We have lots of different music in Ghana. It is absolutely normal that the children are active and that they can dance. Here, activity is strongly related to health. Isn't that true? You can learn from a discussion and realise, aha, you don't need to exercise to survive, but you need to exercise for your health. That takes a while to sink in.
I
think it's important to stay fit and to keep healthy, and also to get some exercise after a long day at work. It does you good.
Das sind eben die Scheile war ja, Raupen. Die fressen das Brot.
The children have great fun when they are outdoors. If I do a 2 or 3 hour hike with the children, I feel really good, well adjusted. It's the same for the children. Yes, they are satisfied and tired, But it's a happy kind of tiredness.
Die Wanderung finde ich auch total gut so für unsere Beziehung.
Hiking is really good for our relationship. On the way, we do different things, jumping around and looking at things. It's great fun.
Şu ağaç var ya, şu ağaç. Sonbaharda çok güzel.